Aloha, here we go. Okay, it's continuation. So, flying home from Los Angeles to Maui, then Honolulu. I spent overnight in LAX, literally overnight from like midnight to like 8 a.m. when my flight left. So, yeah, it's a good thing I was not in LAX during regular business hours because I would have spent all the money I didn't have. So memorable, Guy Fieri's fried chicken breakfast sandwich. This is a very cool night. Picture of London, all the things to do. Now here are all my friends in their London adventures before we met at Middlewick. So hi Dee, she's coming in June I think with a friend, so I hope to meet up with her. Hi Roxy, my kiddo from another mister. It was her first time abroad. And then of course, dun dun dun, Downton Abbey, Highclere Castle. My college mates and my fellow Hawaiians, Betty and Jim, they visited Highclere Castle before. This, when you see the Yorkshire pudding, I believe that's what the English call a roast or a Sunday roast. Americans, we think a big hunk of meat, which is also good. Okay. So I believe this is Westminster Abbey, right? Because I've been in there. Bronte sisters. It made the news that now they had the 2 dots above the E in their last name. It was actually a big deal. Okay. Shakespeare, our wordsmith muse. Okay, and now extra pictures from my friends of all of our memories. So this, Jill and John, they're the owners of Middlewick Farm and Shop Cafe and the holiday cottages. They're awesome. Okay. And our Live a Great Story up at the tour, it made Michelle Colburn is the Glastonbury, she has her own shop. She's the tour photographer. Okay, it's my friend's Owling. This, of course, is Josh Moore, a mentor in the weeks before I was there. I hope to be able to meet him and learn from him in the future. This is a ferry, which I want to go to. And I believe these are crystals David got from Avebury. And this overlooks the our farm. So our farm, that's where the horses are. And this was my first sighting of the tour from the van from the airport. And somebody, I believe it was Alyssa, said, hey, this is our new home, guys. This is where we're gonna be. And it's my first view of those huge, like Clydesdale workhorses on the Middlewick farm. They are beautiful. So this was the Rosebud's intro to the Chalice Well. Okay, so this is the Roman baths in Bath. Bath. And you can actually see the bubbles, and this shows that it's still in operation. It's still high. It's actually very, very warm down there on ground level. Okay, and then so this is Roxy doing her whole Mary Tyler Moore Spinderella pose. This is the Jane Austen Museum. This is our period costumed hostess. She was very good. And this whole thing about the family tree, very, very interesting. Okay, there was a dragon parade. It's a big annual thing right down in Glastonbury. Our cottages had electric LED fireplaces. Very cool. This is Julie's. Very cool. This is what Mendip, the big house, for someone who works in prison. This is Mendip. This is the big house. This is how full and rowdy we got during our dinner and our after dinner things. These are some group shots from Stonehenge, one of the great wonders of the world. And Lori, please don't make us bail you out. And Wendy, she was our wonderful bus driver. So these are great pictures from friends during our day trips to Scotland. This is the cutest groupie picture ever. Okay, so in the ancient Roman ruins of an amphitheater, I believe. I've been to Greece now and actually ran on the little old ancient track where the Olympics first started. But this was very interesting to see it in this state with all the grass. And but you know, it was definitely used as a multi-purpose amphitheater, using the natural environment. So these are the Roman baths, not in Bath, but in Wales. All right, and this was the cute little bathroom. These are just great group shots. Happy Halloween, my friends. Of course, Betty dressed as our goddess of light. Stonehenge. And this was the cute little Christmas tree tea collection I got at Stonehenge. That gift shop was awesome. Of course, Jimmy, are so handsome in a suit and tie, huh? Our chauffeur. And then a real live old but working steamroller, only in Glastonbury, man, right outside George and the Plimptons, oh God, George and the Pilgrims. Like the oldest restaurant or public free house, licensed public free house in Glastonbury. I mean, they use this thing to actually, like, you know, pave the road, like, lay the concrete, and okay. Anyway, winter solstice at the Tor. Last supermoon of 2024 up at Glastonbury's Tor, and then David said it's a tradition movie premiere in Glastonbury at the theater. Rob lived out our dreams, and after Middlewick journeyed on to Paris, and he shared this picture of people in line at the iconic Shakespeare and Company bookstore. Sunrise in Middlewick. So this is Jill and the Farm Shop Cafe crew with some of our peeps, and they introduced us to the wildness, the woolliness, the wonderful neon lights of the Glastonbury's Winter Carnival. They know how to party, man. I mean, look at these floats. These are like, you know, America, we've been doing parades wrong, man. Gotta do them at night with all of this neon electrification. This picture, this is a picture. This is a photograph. This is not a drawing. This is the actual float. Like, yo. Then we settle back down. These are some of the sheep at the Middlewick Farm Cafe. This is David's picture from his home in Massachusetts, but I swear to you, that's the Tor. Okay, anyway, some once in a lifetime pictures from Glaston Michelle, the Tor photographer. This is St. John's Cathedral in Glastonbury. I saw a funeral procession come out of there. It was very interesting. This, of course, Glastonbury Abbey, burial of the legendary, mythological, iconic King Arthur. And then this is where adding 2 more pages got a little dicey, but go with me on this, okay? So this is the creation of my Tor, my mini Tor. So Roxy, my sister from another mister, so she made it for me out of clay. So these are pictures from the various stages. And then my Middlewick, my roomies, Betty and Jim Vega, they live in Kailua. We went for dinner one day after work, and they surprised me with this beautiful Hiker Castle Christmas ornament thingy. So I will always treasure that. Oh, and the gin that they brought back. Hiker Castle was very healthy, put it that way. And finally, this is a nice card. This is like the official painting of the Middlewick Holiday Colleges. It's a very nice card. Julie Cantrell, some beautiful, kind thoughts in it. And then this is actually a photo postcard from Roxy that she needs to sign one day. Okay, and that's it. And my sights are now set on returning to Middlewick in 2026, hopefully for the whole month. 4 weeks in England. Chee-hoo!